Hey, what's up guys? Shane here with Rice Creek Bushcraft. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bark River Bushcrafter. This one is in CPM 154. I purchased it with black canvas micarta with red liners. Sweet little knife. If you want to know the exact specs, you can look them up, but it's basically about 8.6, 8.7 inches long. It's got a 3.9 inch blade. It's 0.145 of an inch thick. And I used this knife the other day. Actually, I made a video with this and the Kalahari Hunter, but it didn't upload yet. So I wanted to do one on just this knife. And I'm going to talk about it real quick, and then we're basically going to make a fire. We're going to cut some stuff and see how the edge holds up. I know 154 is known for having pretty good edge holding capabilities, and it's a tough steel, so I wanted to check it out for myself. But what I noticed using it the first time was the grip was awesome. It really locks your hand right into place, and when you're doing cutting tasks and such, it doesn't feel like you want to slip forward. We're on the Kalahari Hunter. That was the weird thing about the knife. When I was making feather sticks, my hand wanted to slide up over the edge. So I'm gonna do some more with that and check it out. But this one felt really good. Nice Coke bottle shape. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this so I don't waste too much time talking. I'll show you how I usually make a fire when I'm out doing an overnight or 2 or 3 day overnight. This is what I usually do with the natural material that's out there. I usually use birch bark. Today I'm going to try it with a piece of fat wood, which I don't usually use to get the fire going. I use birch bark, but we'll try this. So give me a second, we'll get set up and get started. Okay, so I got everything pretty much set up so we can get going here. We'll start off by paper cut. This thing is, I said it in the first video, I think it's the sharpest Bark River I've ever gotten from the factory. It's got like a Scandi Vex. It's convex, but it's Scandi ground. But I say it's a, I don't know if that's what they call it. I call it a Scandi Vex. I guess I didn't look to see if that's what they call it. But anyways, it's got a nice sharp edge, razor sharp, you can see. So I'll show you what I do, minus using fat wood instead of birch bark. Actually, I'm going to use this piece of paper to kind of get some of this stuff done up here. So we're going to use the back of the spine, see if we can shave with it. Unfortunately, I had to work here behind the wood pile and out of my new big stump because it's windier than hell, so this is the only place I thought we could do the video and actually be able to, you guys could actually hear it. Which could be good or bad, I guess, for you guys. Okay, so this is what I would do. Like I said, normally with birch bark, but I would just take that and kind of rough it up. We've got a nice little pile of shavings. The spine worked really well for that. Then I take whatever I can find that'll catch fire, whether it's dry weeds or whatever, but I use this a lot. Right here, just leaves. And I just make kind of a bird nest. Usually what you gotta do is crumple them up. Make sure you find some dry ones that are on top and not on the bottom and wet. So I just continue to do this. So there, we've got this done. We'll set this off to the side for now. And we'll split this fat wood up to get kind of a second layer here. I'm not going to get a Raging Inferno going, guys. I'm just going to get a fire and then put it out. Considering I'm right next to my wood pile. So I take some stuff like this. I have this piece. This is a pretty dry piece of ash, and I'm going to use my Holtzbruck Anabee to split it down because I don't want to baton through something quite this tough yet. And this is what I would do if I was out too. I'd do the same thing. If I had a piece that big and a knife this size, I would try to split it down. Now it's more manageable. Now I'm not worried about hurting the knife. Remember guys, you can't go too small when you're first starting off to get your fire going. So I like to make stuff pretty small. The smaller you make it, the faster your fire is going to get going and get you heat, get you dried off, or get you ready for cooking. So there's no sense of trying to put great big stuff on there because it's just going to take forever. So I even do this when I get my wood stove going. I make some pretty small stuff. Takes a little bit longer here, but in the long run, it's a faster process. And because we're going through all this, we're going to make feather stick. Okay. There's enough stuff to get us going. So we got this and this and this. This stuff can go over here out of the way. This will get put on right away. This stump's awful wet, so I don't want to let this stuff sit here too long. It's soaked. So we'll bring this back up here. We've got our leaves. I just try to open that up a little bit. Put our fat wood or birch bark, whatever you have. Get your fire steel. If I actually hit the fat wood, it would help. There we go. We'll get it eventually. We're close. Stuff's a little bit wet, but it's not too bad. Starts to go, then it goes out. Starts to go, then it goes out. So there you go. It's a fire. Then I just continually add this stuff. Then this stuff, and you have a good fire going. We'll let that burn down a little bit. But yeah, it works good on a fire steel. Throws a pretty good spark. Throws a real good spark. Yeah, burn my pants up. Good spine, good 90 degree. I mean, this is one of the better spines I've seen on a bark river. It did really good for roughing some of that that wood up. Alright, we gotta put this out now. Hey, it dried off my stump a little bit. Okay, so does good at feather sticking, making a fire. Did a little light batoning. Feels really good in the hand, like your hand really is locked in there really well. I like that about it. Awesome. I mean, that's all I'm really going to do with a knife this size is just put up stuff this small. I know people say why baton, but it just makes making a fire easier most of the time. I feel if you can cut a piece like this, split it down with your axe. I use my silky katana boy to cut this, and then just baton stuff like this. It's just so much quicker to get a fire going. That's what I do anyways. So let's see how the edge is. It's got a lot of gook on it. Still razor sharp. Paracord. Like I'm putting no pressure whatsoever on this. Double it up. No problem on paracord. I got plastic here, the corrugated plastic. I've been using this plastic for some other tests, and this has got to be the best knife so far. I mean, it goes right through this like nothing. Pretty sweet. All right, cardboard, the dreaded cardboard, which is I hate using on my knives on cardboard, but woo! Yeah, this thing, guys, like I can't tell you how easy this went right through that. Like that's awesome. This thing's making such thin stuff. Whoops, that was me. Yeah, I'd say it's still sharp. Make some bigger feathers here. Sweet. Thing works nice. I like it. I love the handle. Feels great. Feels good like this. Oh, that's a big bite. This thing cuts deep. Look at that. Oh, I wish I had a piece of pine. I know a lot of guys have pine in their area. That's pretty tough. That's ash. But anyways, yeah, it's got a good spine. It's obviously way sharp. So far it's been keeping a good edge. Something on the edge. Still sharp. I don't see any nicks or nothing like that. So there, we got to make a fire. We got to check the spine. Worked really well. Great handle ergonomics. I love this lanyard hole. You could double up paracord, I would guess, and put through here pretty easily. Oh yeah, see there's paracord doubled. Goes through, and if you want to make a lanyard for it, which I may do. Works really well. That's the thing I don't like about some of the other bark rivers, is their lanyard hole is about the size of the hole in this, if it's not even smaller, in the sheath here. But the sheath is just a regular pouch style, but it comes up just above the swell, so it seems like it holds the knife pretty well. It's just got a regular vertical carry option, which is fine. A lot of times I'll just take a knife like this and throw it in my side pants pocket and have it if I don't put it on my belt. Yeah, so far I'm happy with it. This is the second time I've used it, and I still keep going back to the handle. It's awesome. I didn't know if the spine would work. The spine's great. So far it's keeping a good edge from the two times this time and the time before that I used it. So, really sweet knife. I think Bark River did a great job. I've had one other Bark River with CPM 154, and I loved it then. And one thing I know about it is it sharpens up relatively easy. I say it sharpens real easy, but it's a pretty easy steel to sharpen, whether you're doing water stones or whatever. But all I'll do with this now is just strap it on some leather with some green compound, and it'll be good to go again. I mean, it's still good enough to keep working, obviously, for probably a couple more days without any problems. Still shaving sharp. So cool, guys. If you're thinking about this knife, I would highly recommend it. I'd love it. Thanks for watching, and if there's something else you'd like to see it do, let me know and I'll try to make it happen. Alright guys, have a good day.